Okay, really quickly, I want to remind you of the annotated bibliography for brief paper assignment. The final is due on Saturday. This is the only feedback that you're going to get from me. There are plenty of examples. You had great peer review opportunities this weekend, and there are specific instructions. So I don't think that this is the type of assignment that warrants my really personal feedback on the rough draft itself. So make sure that you take a look at the rubric with tips. Here it explains the entire assignment, tells you what you're going to be counted off for, if anything, and what the scoring, how that goes. So pay attention to the scoring and kind of grade yourself. It's a really straightforward assignment, and you just want to make sure that you look for these issues whenever you write it. Do not use you for any reason. And if English is not your strong suit, get someone else to look at your work before you submit it, looking for punctuation and grammar issues and that sort of thing. Otherwise, I just recommend that you look at your classmates, and you're going to recognize, most of you did really great on the peer review, so you recognize good work when you see it. Brittany has been gracious enough to allow me to use her as a guinea pig, and so I'm going to use her work and just to walk through some issues that may apply to everyone. So yes, she's going to get a little bit of help on one, and if you want to be a volunteer for the future, please feel free to email me, and I will work with yours as well for the whole class. So just to go over the whole paper at once, she has her last name with the page number properly, and she's set up properly here. The title, Annotated Bibliography, should just appear in the center. This is Times New Roman 12-point font. Her work appears to be in alphabetical order. It is. It goes Higgins, Pierce, and U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Okay. So all of that appears to be set up properly. Okay. So let's look at the annotation first and foremost. So APA is different. If you are used to MLA at all, APA is a little bit of a challenge, and the number one indicator of APA, or the first indicator I should say, is the way they do authors' names. They don't ever put the full name of the first name here. They always use initials, so that is something to look for. The date always starts with year, and then goes month, and then if you have a day, then the day would be next. Okay, here's the first little issue that I'm seeing with Brittany's. So APA bizarrely does not capitalize titles like we are used to. So let me make this very clear. If Brittany refers to this article within her paper, she will quote it accordingly. Like, she'll put quotation marks around it, and she will title it exactly as it is. However, we are calling this an article from a website, okay? You guys need to get really familiar with your APA section in a writer's reference. So I'm calling this a document from a website, which is on page 473 of a writer's reference. And so this title is actually italicized, which is something a little bit different too on other articles. So she's got that part right. But we need to take out the this capitalization, and I know that's weird to us, but it is just what it is. That's APA. So no capitalization on titles. The only time you would capitalize titles is if you were doing a book or magazine or journal title. Okay, it came from a website retrieved from American College of Cardiology website, and that is listed correct. And then the URL. And APA does allow for the HTTPS to be in there. So the rest of that looks fine. Let's go ahead and look at the annotation. So this is the citation, don't forget, and this next part is the annotation. In Dr. John P. Higgins, MD, online article, it focuses on the concern of the consumption of the stimulant found in caffeinated energy drinks. Okay, so a few things here. You can save the fact that this person is a medical doctor for analysis sake, and you don't really need that for the actual annotation. It just gets weird, you know. And you can actually put in so last names that N and S confuse people, confuse the majority of humans. but it's still possessive. So we apostrophe S, and I know that's weird. Just take my word for it. In Dr. John P. Higgins's online article, it focuses, and I don't know why that came up okay, but that it should be just one S. It focuses on the concern of the consumption of the stimulant found in caffeinated energy drinks. The article dissects the ingredients found in a variety of energy drinks and compares the caffeine concentration of each against the others. It continues by discussing the potential enhanced performance provided by the energy drink compared to the adverse physical, mental health risk concerns that are linked with the consumption of the drink. I think here would just be best to have "and" compared to the adverse physical and mental health risk concerns that are linked with the consumption of the drink. Dr. Higgins concludes his article by listing recommendations for the use of energy drinks and stating that mentors, such as coaches, parents, and healthcare providers, need to be educated on the dangers hidden within the consumption of energy drinks. Okay, so that's all good objective summary. Okay, now we go back to this issue again. And also, I don't know I don't think it's I missed that. Necessary that we keep saying online journal article. We can just say article at this point. We can say Dr. Higgins' article will be useful in proving the dangers of energy drinks by providing factual medical information that is backed by statistics, medical knowledge, and case studies to confirm the dangers. It will support the argument that the consumption of energy drinks is detrimental to the livelihood of the youth. So as you see there, she has objective summary through here. And Dr. Higgins' article right here starts the analysis. I'm saying, let's get back up here to this right here. Compared to the adverse physical and mental health risk. I think that risk and concerns is redundant, so we can take that out. They're linked. There we go. Okay, so opinion analysis, how it will work with your paper, that appears at the end. Objective summary in the middle. Type of article or source appears at the beginning. Okay. All right. I hope this helps a little bit, and thank you so much. So if I click on this, you can see the changes that were made. Thank you to Brittany for allowing me to use her as a guinea pig. You need to walk through your own, read them aloud, check for spelling, check that you are not repeating concepts, check that you have objective summary. Remember, page 64 in the writer's reference has objective summary guidelines. Section A1 also talks about analysis, but also look at section R and study the whole area of annotated bibliography for help in this assignment. Oh my, I messed this up. Oh, okay, I see. All right, I hope this helps. Good luck this week as you work on this and as you begin thinking about the actual paper and your composition of it. Thank you.